TitleMatchNetwork.com.
Were you content with your role in the WWF back in the early 80s, or did you know your spot on the show and you were fine with that?
No, I was never content. You know, I mean, losers are content. I was never a loser. Like I said, I've never failed anything I've done in my life. When we got with Power and Glory, and, you know, we put that together.
That was a great team.
Since Vince didn't create it, he did everything he could not to promote it. But, you know, it was something that was just meant to be. You know, they say it was, you know, made in the heavens. It really was made in the heavens. I mean, the way Ray and I gelled together, that just came so natural. So, no, we should have been champs. Everybody said it in the locker room. Everybody knew it.
I was thinking what he just said there. They should have been the tag champs at least once. Damn. I remember that. Check it. That was early '90s, like 90, 91. I think they wrestled the Rockers and the Hart Foundation. I don't remember if they wrestled Demolition. I can't remember, but I remember them as a tag team. They had the shirts made and everything.
The Hart Foundation said we were the best tag team ever, even Legion of Doom. I mean, you know, so, you know, I mean, we get rated like God only knows on the list, but at the end of the day, are they rating us because, you know, of not having the belt? Or are they rating us because of our ability and our popularity? Nobody could have touched that, and no one ever told me different.
Let's talk about meeting Ray Hercules Hernandez. What are your early memories of Ray?
When I first met Ray was in Australia. I was at SD Jones, Special Delivery Jones.
Yep.
We were tag teaming. And Ray made this sign towards me and SD. And I started laughing. And SD looked at me and said, he means it. I'm like, what? He goes, he means it. He wants to cut our throats. I'm like, why? I didn't do anything to this guy. I don't even know him.
Right.
You know? He's like, well, I'm just telling you. I'm like, okay. And I got through it, obviously. And I don't know. Honest to God, I really don't know how Ray and I started to hit it off. But I had said to him one day, maybe it was to get to a show. I started to get Ray to all his shows.
Oh,
listen up, y'all.
Here we go.
We're living in our hotels, our schools, and getting free prepaid cards. So why is no one talking about this $5,000?
To all his shows. Even though I was a babyface, he was a heel. We weren't supposed to travel together back then. Vince got word. And I had said to some of the agents, he'll drop me off, and then I'll let him drive the car in, and then I'll walk into the building. And they're like, that's fine. He's making every show on time. It's fine. So, you know, then I got into training with him. I showed him my methods of training, and he loved them. So we hit it off right off the hop. We're going to the gym. We're both gym freaks. So we hit it off and constantly challenging each other, which is great. And then I just went to the office and said, hey, listen, why do you put, you know, Ray's dead in the water. I'm dead in the water. Why don't you put us together and call us Power and Glory?
So that was your name?
That was my name. And Pat was like, wow. He goes, you came up with that? And I said, yeah.
Hey, that's good.
He goes,
great
so
idea. See,
who's the Power? And I guess you're the Glory, right? Like that. And I said, yeah. I said, the whole thing behind it would be, you know, my big man will never get beat. I'll always take the fall. And when we win, no, even if Ray goes to pin the guy, he gets off the guy and gives me the tag, and I walk in and I pin him. Ray loved the idea, thought it was great. He said, I'll talk to Vince. We'll talk about it on TV. Vince called us in, asked us what we wanted to be.
I remember the Powerplex, too.
And away we went.
Memories of the angle you did with Dino Bravo that led to you guys teaming?
Phenomenal. I didn't know how they were going to switch Ray and me to heel, because they had taken, unbeknown to anybody else, Ray and I went out in the ring and we beat up some bad guys and they cheered us. So, yeah, we went out to music. So Vince is like, well, this isn't fucking good. So then we went out against more baby faces, like people that really knew these guys were baby faces, and they cheered us. So we cut the music, and that didn't work. They still cheered. So he says, fuck this, we got to come up with an angle. So that's when we came up with the Marty Jannetty or the Rockers angle.
What are your memories of working those guys?
Phenomenal. Two of the best workers in the business. Gel, jive, you name it, man. They could rock and roll. Easy to work with.
Did you have any problems with Sean later on when he, got his big push and big run? A lot of people said he was really hard to work with, and other people, said he was easy.
I only worked with Sean when they were the Rockers. So that I wouldn't have any knowledge of.
Now you and Herc, you got to work a little bit with the Heart Foundation as well, because you were working with Jim. Did Herc have any problems with the Heart Foundation at all? No heat, everything was easy?
Easy.
Okay. Why didn't Vince ever get behind the team, Power and Glory? Because it wasn't his idea?
Because it wasn't his idea. Never created it. He never thought it would take off.
Slick was managing you guys. I can't forget about
Yeah,
Slick.
he don't like, it's just like WCW, so he don't like stuff that's not his idea.
One of the best mouthpieces in the business. Ray and I would do interviews, and we turn to him and say, listen, we're out of ideas. He goes, don't worry about it. I got this one. And he would just run. And we'd be nodding and, just chime in now and then. But he's a real nice guy.
As far as the T-shirts, what happened with that? I understand that you went to Vince or the office and said that you wanted to, pretty much front the money for the shirt.
Yeah, well, I grabbed Vince at a TV, and I said, hey, Vince, we don't have any T-shirts out, and he says, yeah, heels don't get T-shirts, like that. And I said, well, I really think they can sell. I said, he goes, well, you want to pay for them like that to me? And I said, yeah, I'll bankroll them. Not a problem. So he goes, you bankroll? I said, yeah, because I think we'll sell a ton. I'll make a killing. Hell yeah, And he goes, oh, let me think about it. And that was the end of it. Never happened.
Do you feel that Pat broke your team up, or do you feel it was somebody else in the office?
Power and Glory?
Yeah.
I never had a thought on who did it. And at the end of the day, it didn't matter.
When Ray passed, how did that affect you?
I lost my brother. I mean, I go to the gym, and we still train together. We do. It's funny. Couple of the guys that I work with, they asked me to help them, and I helped them. And while we're helping them, I always wear my headphones. I have my own music. I do my thing. And while I'm doing a set, one of the guys, when we got back to work, he said, hey, that kid in the gym asked if you were okay. I'm like, why? He goes, because you kept saying, this one's for you, Ray. And he goes, hey, who's your guy talking to? You're like, listen, man, you'll never understand. He's talking to his buddy, And Ray will always be in my heart until my mind goes, and he'll always be there, man. He was the greatest person in the world that I ever met, that I ever loved. I just, every day, I play Guns N' Roses in his honor in my car. I'll be driving the golf course in the morning and popping, and I'll be like, Ray, this for you, man, and crank that shit. He loved Morrison, and, I just, man, not a day goes by.
That's rough.
Metagenics gets to the root of whole.
Yeah, so I said the same thing he was thinking. They should have been one of the top dog tag teams. Should have been the tag champions at least once or twice, man. Come on now. Like, I like the single matches, but the tag wrestling was something serious back then. Say Power and Glory, Heart Foundation, Rockers, Demolition. I think it wasn't that. I think it was Smash and Crush then. Of course, Axe and Crush. I think Powers of Pain just broken up. I think because the Bulldogs were long gone. It was a British Bulldog, and yeah, and can't remember who else they had back then. But yeah, they should have had action figures and everything. I mean, I've seen the custom figures. They they look great and stuff. But yeah, they should have definitely been the tag champs once or twice, a couple of times or something. Damn, because I like the Power and Glory.